Hello everybody and welcome back to, I was gonna say Rogue Tech, but this is not Rogue Tech. This is Europa. Not even close to Rogue Tech. Excellent. So we're currently preparing for a potential war against the Mughals. It's not something I'm prepared to rush into the way we have some of our previous wars. I definitely want to... Oh, right, there's these guys over here. Did we have somebody going to deal with that? Yes, we did. Okay. Just wanted to double check that. The war with the Mughals is definitely something that we want to do, but it's not an amazingly high priority. I'm going to shift a couple of armies over there on a just-in-case basis, and we'll get them moving, like, over here, and we'll move, like, a number of them. We'll leave these three armies. Actually, we'll just move all of these, but not these three armies. We'll move them all over this way, and they will require some time to get stacked up, or unstacked, rather. Revolutionary Brabant, has ended their revolution. Okay, cool. We're nearing our maximum military power. Our maximum military power is 1012. The total cost for our next Miltech is 1091. So we do actually need to spend a little bit of military power, just enough to keep us from maxing for the next year. So we're currently, what, like 3 months away from maxing and at 11 per month? So we should spend some military power in locations where it's the cheapest. We'll hop into our development here and sort by cost. 24 military power buys us 2 months. So we're getting 11 per month. We need to save up, or we need to push it back by at least 9 months. So we need to spend at least 99 total power. So we're going to spend 24 plus 25 plus 26. And then we're going to spend 27 as well. And now we should be able to grab our Miltech as soon as it is technically possible for us. So that'll be good. These guys are going to net some attrition as they march over. We know that that's going to be a thing. But hopefully it won't be too much of a thing. Global ship repair and sailor maintenance, huh? I mean, it's okay. We're in the same position with all of these. None of these are accessible to us yet. And we're 10 years ahead of time on all of our techs. So I guess we may as well grab our idea here. No point in not doing it, I think. Cool. So we're preparing for the Mughal War. And of course, we would like to grab this area away from the Ottomans, but we're not really too concerned about fighting the Ottomans anymore. I would like, I mean, we're only like 40 years away from the end of the game, but I would like to ideally get at least, I would love to get all of Africa. We'll see how realistic that is. I mean, our truce with Songhai is up in 4 years. If we want to do that, we should probably start fighting... Now this is interesting. Tunis is allied with the Mughals. We can use that to fight Mughals without their allies. That's fascinating. We only need one army up here. We're going to send this army over. They're going to be responsible for dealing with Tunis. Now, Jared is allied with some people, okay? I don't think they're particularly relevant people, but okay. And yeah, our attrition is chunking our manpower right now. That's to be expected as we move on over. We're stacking up pretty hard here. Oh, very hard, in fact. I'm going to have some of these guys stop their movement for right now. And we'll move this a little more gradually. Okay. Hopefully that way we'll take a little less attrition on the way over. I don't want to have us all stacked up, so that'll be fine. I think our go button on the Mughals, if they don't get into a scary war for them, is probably when we get Miltech 29. Which will be October of next year, but it'll actually be 10% cheaper by the time of the year tick. So probably sometime around the year tick is when we're going to want to do that. Let's build some manufactories if we've got any to build. We do in Timbuktu. Anything over this direction? Not particularly. What about training fields? Actually, yeah, that's a good one. We'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we're going to send these guys up over here, these guys up over here for now, and we'll just move these guys in a little bit more piecemeal. These guys are just chilling. Yep, they can move up over this way. These guys can head up over, like, here. And in theory, we should be reasonably fine here. Excellent. So we're taking far less attrition, but we're actually positive in our attrition right now. So that's great. We're nearing our maximum monarch power. We can keep 1011 saved. And we're going to be at 990 next month, 1001 the month after. Actually, we need to do one more buy here. We need to do one more development. So we'll sort by cost. We'll just put that in there. Okay. There we go. That'll do. These guys are prepping over here. We'll see where they're going to end up standing. I just kind of told them to go over here willy-nilly, so taking the attrition is to be expected, but we're actually doing reasonably okay. These guys can move over into Liwa. Cool. Corruption, huh? We'll take the corruption over losing a stability, thanks. That corruption will go away super quick. We are rooting out corruption at maximum speed, and we don't even notice. So that's excellent. Keep in mind we're also enlarging our fleets. So that's another thing that we're working on right now. But yeah, I think Tunis gives us a great in to fight the Mughals. I like that a lot. We're going to prepare for that, and I don't... 100 admin power to finish the Suez Canal 6 months faster? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and do that. 15 March 1787. That's going to be pretty good, actually. We are nearing our maximum monarch power, but it is the next year now, which means that the cost of this mill tech has dropped to 90%, which means that we only need 1035. Crap. I was hopeful that we'd be able to grab it this year, but it's going to be maybe next year. Maybe next year. So that, of course, means that we're going to have to continue to put in some military power over here. We'll just do something kind of like this. Spend a decent chunk of it. Excellent. 5119 each month. That is fine. We'll check in on our manufactory progress. Do we have everything cored? Stability. No, everything is not cored. Oh. Okay, so we converted Comoros, and we're going to convert Al-Qatif. But the Ottomans are under revolution. That's interesting. Now, we can't really take advantage of this. We're truced with them until 89. But that is kind of huge, actually. We're going to move these guys in here, these guys in here, these guys into here. And then these can move, like, we don't actually have a lot up over this direction. We'll just move in kind of like that. Okay. Cool. We have another conversion we can do. We'll do Bahrain. Excellent. We'll see how that Ottoman Revolution goes. That's going to be fascinating. Cool. So our manpower is regenerating. Of course, if we declare war, we will fail our current agenda. Do we care? 100 admin power again for the Suez Canal. We'll be okay with that. We are still massively ahead of time on our technology, so that's okay. Dip tech cost for 10 years. That's okay. We don't care about that yet either. We're massively ahead of time, like I said. So that's fine. So how long will it actually take us to get halfway? So let me pull up a calculator here. Let's see here. 445. Let me get over here. Okay. So 445,000 Like so. Okay, and then divide that by, what are we gaining here? We're gaining 5105. Okay, so 5105. That puts us at, I should probably pause this. That puts us at 87 months to regenerate in full. Well, 88 months to regenerate in full. So divide that number, of course, by 2, and that puts us to 44 total months to regenerate to half. Okay. So that's interesting, to be sure. Oh, we'll just pay the ducks. We don't care about paying ducks. Like, we have so much money. It's absurd. We have so much money. How are we doing on our land force limit? We're actually below our land force limit. That is really funny. We could think about enlarging our troops. Now, what is our combat width right now? Our combat width is 20. I think that's solid. If we were going to enlarge, it would be by building 2 additional units of cannon into each of our armies. And maybe that's okay. I mean, we are starting to see some attrition issues at these sizes. But for now, we could do this. It's certainly interesting. It would only be 2 per army. The real question is, after Miltech 30, which I believe it goes up to Miltech 32, after Miltech 30, is there additional supply? And I don't know that off the top of my head. I could look it up, but that sounds like work. So instead, I think we're just going to go for it and be like, if we regret it, we regret it. What could possibly go wrong here? I'm sure it'll be fine. So we're just going to go through these and conform them. We can actually do almost 3 per month, which is kind of absurd. It's only costing us 2,000 manpower per. So that's okay. We'll conform those on in. Might actually be fewer clicks to just click here, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, that's probably a little quicker, honestly. So we'll get this one boosted up as well. So now we're going to have a full combat width of backline, in addition to a full combat width of frontline, which will help our shock phases tremendously. So that's good. We do have a unit that's down here that should probably be moved back north. Oh, I queued up one too many here. I will just cancel this one. Okay. That's one of the benefits, by the way, and these guys should be moved up over this way. That's one of the benefits of using the conform to template. You can't make a mistake, but there we go. We'll call that good for now. There's this army over here that is, of course, in motion. The 21st Army is good to go, and all of these over here, in fact, are. We're taking attrition with this army, but will we once that moves through? The answer is no. Okay, good. We're right on the borderline of attrition, and that I am concerned about. 100 diplomatic power for the Suez Canal is fine. But we're certainly right on the borderline of that attrition. Base tax, base production, or base manpower? Honestly, right now... We'll lose the mercantilism. Honestly, right now, the base manpower is the bigger deal, in my opinion. So... we can actually grab this Miltech as of this exact moment. It is the next year, of course, and we're down to 80, so that is great. We're going to grab Miltech 30 right now, and we'll get to see what's behind that. Rifle. Yes, that is a supply limit growth. Excellent. Now we're 23 years ahead of time in Miltech. No doubt about that. We can get African Western franchise infantry at this point, and that's the only choice here, but that is really solid infantry. So we will definitely do that, and you can see our morale takes a huge hit because that has to reset because those get upgraded. That's okay. Are we bringing in an additional unit of cannon here? Yes, we are. These guys are taking attrition, and we're going to move them to Timbuktu to prevent that. These guys are taking attrition here. This is a supply limit of 39. We'll move them up over to, I don't know, Bahrain? We can move them there. What is the actual supply limit? 47. Yeah, that'll do. I don't know why that wasn't popping up in the tooltip. Oh, it's because I was over the missionary. That's why. No worries. Our Empress Consort has died. We are going to get our units over here, of course. And these guys are ready to be moved up. We'll move them up to Mazira. These guys are ready to be moved up. We'll move them back over to here. Okay. We'll keep an eye on our attrition situation. For now, it looks okay. Wonderful. So we are building up our manpower again, 5,200 per month. Mughals are building theirs up as well. They're at 506,000 troops. I mean, we have more troops than that here, but that's to be expected. And as far as Songhai and Holland goes, we'll kick them out soon enough. Holland is allied with Augsburg. I mean, we can fight Holland. In fact, we may want to do that basically immediately. They would accept vassalization? They wouldn't accept an alliance because of their opinion of us. Because of the hegemon. Interesting. I'm going to try improving relations with them and see how far we can bring that up. Now, it's going to be not a lot. I mean, we can bring it up by 100. We'll see how much we can actually do here. That's interesting. If we can vassalize Holland, that would be amazing. Do they have anything left up here? Kind of no. Okay. Cool. That's Friesland up there. I mean, what do they actually have? What is their capital? Let's see here. They're the Emirate of Holland, and they're actually based right here. Fascinating. Okay, so we are, I think, going to pull back this diplomat for the moment. Okay, rains bringing fertility, and rains are failing. Excellent. We can continue to convert. We are at 90% currently in terms of our religious unity. That is excellent. And the real question is here, how realistic do we think this is? We'll be able to proclaim guarantees. We're going to be able to maybe royal marry them later. That's a bunch of cores coming in. That is excellent. We're very, very happy about that. Is that all of our cores? Yes, it is. Let's see what we can do for construction in those locations. I don't want to exploit development. I want to do buildings. No manufactories to be built. There is 2 temples that we want to build. Counting houses, there's a lot of. So that's great. And let's see here. Training fields. A couple of 500s. I guess we'll do that. Cool. So yeah, I think Holland is a good target here. We're going to guarantee them. That brings us up to minus 104. Yep, 100 admin power for the Suez Canal. That'll be fine. I really do think that we can get this done. Indeed. I do think... Well, I don't know. That relation of 190 could be interesting, for sure. We'll see how realistic that is. I mean, we can always do our influence nation, and we'll easily do that. Brings us up to minus 75. That's great. 100 diplomatic power for the Suez Canal. When is that going to be done? It's like 1787? Yeah, 1787. Okay. Are the Mughals doing anything that they shouldn't be? They are in a war with Japan. Who's not super strong and pretty far away. For now, I think we're going to continue to hold off. I would love to work our manpower up to at least half and get our mission done there. I think that would be for the best. Our fleet is fairly good to go. Our manpower is stacking up quickly, and that's very, very good. But I'm very interested in seeing what we can do with Holland here. Now, we can send them a gift. And we don't care about ducats. Like, we can send them 250 gold, and that just doesn't matter. And we can still improve relations by another 75 here. So their opinion about us is the only reason that they won't do an alliance. We can boost that by quite a lot. Fascinating. So we would, of course, want to subsidize them, and we would want to bring this up to, I don't know, like here. I mean, 9 ducats a month doesn't mean anything to us at all. So that's excellent. It will take 3 years for our subsidies to fully max out here, but this is kind of a long-term play. That'll be okay. Our truce with Songhai will be up in 1784, so next year they are re-allied with Ottomans. Okay. And that is just fine. The Mughals appear to be recruiting pretty heavily for their war. Cool. We're actually going to be passing them in manpower reserves fairly soon. We can grab a maritime idea here, and actually this is a religious idea, and that would be devoutness. We'll go ahead and take that. It's going to be a while yet before we are no longer ahead of time in our technology, so that's completely okay. Al-Qatif has been converted. We'll go ahead and convert in Dinkiria. Holland is now threatened by us, and they would actually accept an alliance now. So we offer that. Their opinion of us jumps up to 31. Excellent. Bahrain has been converted, and we're going to do Bardia next. So, they would accept a royal marriage. That's a big deal. Whoa. Good leadership. 90 days earlier. Cool. Ah, the Catholic faith doesn't allow royal marriages with other religion groups. Sad. We can work up our trust a little bit, I suppose, but that'll just kind of naturally happen. What else can we do here? I mean, we're going to get our opinion up by another roughly 50. The hegemon does hurt pretty dramatically, and the lack of royal marriage does as well. So that's the thing. They would accept this, but we have to get the relation up to 190. And that's complicated. That's quite complicated. We can go up by another 40 here. Once they're vassalized, we can go up by 200. That hegemon does make things complicated. No doubt about it. How's the Ottomans' rebellion going? Or the Ottomans' revolution, anyway. It looks like it's not going well for them. Okay. For the revolutionaries, I mean. Not for the Ottomans. It's going fine for the Ottomans. The Mughals have a lot of troops flowing by here in small stacks. They're down to 53,000 manpower. Cool. I'm pretty happy about that, actually. We're going to wait until their war is virtually over, I think. Their troops will all be over on this side, and they'll have to walk back. 64,000 manpower. Morale or discipline? We're going to take the discipline this time, I think. That's excellent. Dip power for the Suez Canal? Okay. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I don't know how realistic Diplo-vassalizing Holland would be. We may have to just fight them. Maybe. I mean, we can offer them military access. That'll boost it by 10, but I mean, that's only a 19th of what we need. So it's going to be a lot, for sure. It's going to be complicated. Let's see. What else can we do? Oh, hey, we built up our manpower. That's great. I don't think any of these covert actions can improve in relation with us, which is a little sad. I wish that we could, like, infiltrate their administration and use that to improve their opinion of us and, like, puppet them externally. That'd be nice. We'll lose some admin power here. That's not a big deal. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're likely going to attack Tunis, and by extension, attack the Mughals. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.